Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we've got you. Need to upgrade your home? Get new arrivals in dining. Plus, buy more and save more on bedroom sets and get an additional 10% on credit purchases of any bedroom set. Want quality products that provide value at the best prices backed by full warranty? We've got you. Plus, shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson. The pleasure is mine to be back with you for another day. We have a few things to talk to you about. My question is, how was your day today? I always want to make sure that you're in a good frame of mind, that you had a good day today. And, if you had challenges, that you were able to overcome them. If not overcome, but have a strategy, at least our plan in order to do so. Suicide prevention efforts intensifies. We'll talk to you about that in a while. CSERT sends out an alert. Did you know that Grenada is number 21 in the world netball rankings? That is not bad at all. Grenada under 19 cricket team announced for the Windward Islands competition. Now, Spice Mass is going to be launched soon. Yeah, boy. Under the theme, I see the best mass by far. Yeah? So, we're going to talk about that as well. Hey, folks, the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Codes Grenada Limited. We've got Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket. We've got superb distributors. We've got Beacon Insurance and the G Cruise Project. Folks, we're taking a break. Coming back.
Affordable
products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
All right, family, and again, we'd like to officially welcome everyone to today's program. From time to time, we experience surges in different occurrences, and this time around, there has been an alarming rise in suicide rates across the nation. You understand? Now, suicide, defined as the intentional act of causing harm or death to oneself, remains a major global concern, with one person dying in that condition every 40 seconds worldwide. You understand? There's a lot that happens in the mind of individuals who think that they might be normal, and may overlook the fact that there might just be some sort of imbalance, and sometimes they tell themselves that the only way to get out of it is by ending their lives. I'm here to tell you that you are not the only one who is experiencing these sort of uncomfortable thoughts and feelings and emotions, and so many of us go through it. The difference is how you handle it. That's the difference. You'll be surprised to know that people who walk around smiling, people who seem to have their ish together, are feeling the same way that you are feeling, are experiencing the same things that you are experiencing. Again, the difference is how you deal with it. Find someone to talk to. Find someone to talk to. Seek help. People love you, and probably sometimes they don't express it as much as they should. But you not being around is going to be a big problem for many people. So think twice before hurting yourself or before attempting to take your own life. Now, clinical counselors says that there are key warning signs one can actually look out for when a person may be suicidal or having suicidal thoughts, including changes in their sleeping patterns, changes in their appetite, loss of interest in things that they once loved, habits that they once, you see that they're doing things that they, like habits. They will stop doing these things. You too have a responsibility to read those signs, to see those signs, and be that support to that person who might just be going through a tough time. CSUT is that body, now we're moving on, who deal with cybersecurity and stuff like that. And today they have issued a bulletin relating to a post that's out there, pretending to be that of the Prime Minister. And, they're trying to lure people into interacting with that post. And they're saying that is a scam, and are warning the public to not fall victim to this. Here is Jovis Dabrio on that.
We were made aware of a fraudulent post, a malicious post circulating on social media this morning. It is a deep fake video, so it is a synthetic video. It is not real. It is a video created by artificial intelligence using the image of our Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, and a likeness of his voice. So it is not a perfect clone, but it is proposing that there is money to be made by clicking a link, by interacting with the post. We want the general public to know that that video is malicious. It is not authentic. It has nothing to do with the Prime Minister or the government of Grenada. The link attached to that post has been flagged by several security vendors as malicious. Among them, security vendor Fortinet. So again, if you encounter the post, please do not click on the link. Do not share it. Do not interact with it outside of possibly reporting it to Meta. Now, earlier this year in January, we got a report from a local person that they had lost just around $10,000 through a similar malicious post, only it was not a deepfake video. It was just text, and in it was the image of our Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, and one of the journalists, local journalist, Calistra Faria. So we expect to see more of these things popping up. It is very important when these things show up on your news feed that you reach out to the authorities on whatever it is. If it is a educational opportunity, reach out to the Ministry of Education. If it is something that the government of Grenada is giving out, reach out to the Office of the Prime Minister or the GIS. You reach out to the authorities before you engage with it, and definitely before you send any money. You should never have to send money to get money.
Alright, so they do up a nice little posting there. Alright, so thank you very much. Okay. Out of the latest world netball rankings, we are noticing that Grenada is number 21, moving one down from the latest position that it was of position 20. But even 21 is great. Grenada is 5th on the chart of 11 netball playing countries in the region. We're doing good. Jamaica is 3rd in the overall, in the 49 team rankings, behind Australia and New Zealand, etc. Alright? New Zealand is at the top of this list and of course we have countries like Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Barbados doing well as well. Grenada is a small island, 112 or 13,000 people. So whether we're 21st or we're 28th, that is good. So congratulations to our netball players. Speaking of netball, let's talk about something else now. The Grenada Cricket Association have announced the national team, which is going to participate in the Winlot Inc. Windward Islands Cricket Board Under 19 Tournament 2025. It is scheduled to be held here in Grenada from the 5th to the 14th of April 2025. The team is headed by Kirsten Murray, alright, who is the captain, and it includes Kurt Murray, vice captain, Kishan Abraham, wicketkeeper, Raquel Sylvester, Mary Douglas, Justin John, Kevin Bartholomew, Kevin Bob, Deswan Mitchell, Clevon Bartholomew, Deshaun Jurakan, Enoch Toussaint, Jamal Francis, and Giovanni McIntosh. Now the reserves are Corey Celestine, Shaquan Olive, Aravinda Bishop, and Kamali Abraham. The coach is Clyde Telesford, and the team is managed by Ryan Boyd. Now, Team Grenada is defending the title and will play on the opening day, which is this Sunday, and they will be playing against St. Lucia. It will be at the Las Vegas playing field in St. David. Alright, now the other games on that day will be St. Vincent and the Grenadines versus Dominica at the Tantin playing field. Alright, what else do we have to tell all you boy? Spice Mass. Yeah man, all your Grenada are the best mass by far. Spice Mass, they are getting ready. They are gearing up to launch. Yeah, and you know, with the launch now, once they launch, place mashup is pace. You understand? So they are preparing for that. They're dotting their I's, they're crossing their T's, they're talking to the people who they have to talk to, they are speaking with the service providers, they are speaking with the vendors, etc., 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 to make sure that all is ready for the launch that is going to be happening on the 2nd of May 2025 at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. This is going to be happening at the car park. It's going to be launched under the theme, the best mass by far. Now the event will begin at 6 p.m. with DJ music, and there's going to be street parade of the traditional mass bands, which is going to be followed by the opening ceremony featuring remarks from the government and the SMC officials. All right. And of course, you know, the highlight of the night will be the performances from some of the local cultural icons, including Calypsonians and soca artists. You understand? So get ready. There's also going to be an appearance of the 2025 Queen contestants. All right. And you can also expect to experience some sweet, sweet, sweet steel pan music. You understand? So, all yeah, get ready. Spice Mass is going to be launched soon. And again, once they launch, it's peace. You understand? All yeah. Let's get serious now. We've been telling you about this. We posted it on our page. This young lady. You understand? Charnel Andrew, who has been diagnosed with very aggressive cancer and is out in the US seeking medical intervention. Of course, these surgeries and procedures cost a lot of money. And so friends of hers are coming together to put on a fundraising event for her on Friday at the Esplanade Mall courtyard, the front yard then. So it is going to be selling of the items, her own products. You understand? Selling of her products. And for people who don't necessarily need the products, to make a donation. You understand? So you are invited to come out and support her. Everybody. Hold on, like a $10, like a $20, boy. You understand? So that we can support this young lady, a young entrepreneur. You understand? So let's be part of the business. Diagnosed with cancer, affecting her mobility, her speech, her mood, everything. Listen, I had to watch my mother go through this thing, and I don't wish cancer for nobody. Nobody. Well, yeah, nobody. I don't wish cancer for nobody. You understand? So we are in this together, and we're going to help her as much as we can. You understand? So there you go. Help out. You understand? Help her sister. And she not asking for handouts. She has her products, and her friends is going to come sell them. You understand? Yeah? You know, sometimes these things get you so emotional because, you know, you're good today, and then tomorrow is, you know, you're good today. You're living your life like normal thing today, and tomorrow you're gone, or tomorrow you're sick, fighting for your life. You think this life easy? And that is why I take nothing for granted. I take nothing and no one for granted. Life tough. It's tough. Trust me. So make the best use of the time that you have now. Please, with your family, with your friends, spend quality time. Quality time, peoples. You understand? Because you don't know when you'll not be able to do these things again. Understand? Anyway, take a look at the weather here, Papa. Short and sweet. Like you live in all the lolo. Weather is expected to be generally fair and windy with few brief isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be around 25 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour, gusting higher at times, with seas moderate to rough with waves 7 to 10 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. And for Thursday, the weather is expected to be fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy with brief isolated showers. Max temperature 30 degrees Celsius, minimum 25. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves 7 to 11 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory will be in effect for Thursday as well. So Wednesday, Thursday, expect, a little pressure. Now, what today is? Wednesday? Watch them days and them moving like I don't know, Papa. Don't forget, we've been telling you about the raffle. You understand? A raffling of a car. These things you don't hear happen every day. So you can give yourself an opportunity to win a car. You understand? Not every day you get people raffling cars. Or you win $15,000. So don't say I didn't tell all you. We've been telling all of that. You understand? Imagine imagine in these Google days, man raffling kind of that. In these Google days, man raffling car. I mean, I could tell all this secret to winning the car, but what I'm saying is, I'm not in the mood. I'm sure all the car. And I know ordinary car, like I say, my son does call it Winkai. My son does call it Blinkai, not Winkai, Blinkai. There's a difference in Winkai and Blinkai. Winkai is not, so it's Blinkai. That's what my son does call it, so yes, so I call it Blinkai too. You understand? So like I was saying, imagine you're just taking care, and so that it happens all the time. You take part in a raffle, just for taking part in a raffle's sake. And next thing you know, you get a call, you win the damn thing. You understand? Remember, for one, it's only $60, and for 2 tickets, it's $100. And you can enter as many times as you like. You can do so online at dreamrideraffles473.com. Alright, and that's for persons who wants to pay by card. For those of you who wants to pay in person, you can go to Levels Glam at Spiceland Mall, Grand Dance, and pay for your tickets cash. Now the live draw is going to be happening at the Pearls Speedway Easter Drags, which is going to be happening April 6th, a couple of days from now. Alright, so you can stay tuned for more information on that. But you can get to win your classic sports car. It's a Mazda Miata convertible. You understand? And convertible vehicles have a certain swag about them. You understand? A certain swag. So organize all yourself. So family, what we're going to do right now is take a quick break and come back. And when we come back from the break, we will have for you the national report, quite a bit to again tell you about tonight. But before we do so too, we want to say hello to people like Suzanne and Harry and Marcel and Suzanne. I say Suzanne already, right? Harry, Glenora, Celine, and all the people on YouTube. Likewise, Facebook people. We asking you to share the business. All right, so Barbara, Diana, Shirley, Hazel, Kirin, Valerie, Shum. Appreciate you as well. Jacinta, Liz, and everybody else. Blessings to you and thank you for being here. All right, we're looking forward to having you around tomorrow, God's willing, again. Same time, same place. So we're taking that break and we'll be back.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we've got you. Need to upgrade your home? Get new arrivals in dining. Plus, buy more and save more on bedroom sets and get an additional 10% on credit purchases of any bedroom set. Want quality products that provide value at the best prices backed by full warranty? We've got you. Plus, shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
is the GIS News for Wednesday, 2nd April 2025. I am Chrisanne Mitchell. In the headlines, Grenadians urged to be vigilant following circulation of AI-generated video and major upgrades upcoming for public buildings. We'll have the details to these stories and more, plus a look at the weather after the break.
Boyo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up.
I'm coming. Karim, what you doing?
Fly my kite.
Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy.
Why not? The wind good.
Because mommy say kite threads conduct electricity.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. The coordinator of the Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, Jervis Dabrio, is urging continued vigilance on the part of the public following the release of what he describes as a malicious video containing visuals of Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell. The video, which has been making the rounds on social media, is using AI to suggest that the Honorable Prime Minister was interviewed on income-earning opportunities for Grenadians. Mr. Dabrio warned that it is a crime to produce such content, and anyone found guilty can be arrested and charged under the Electronic Crimes Act under the section that deals with identity theft.
We were made aware of a fraudulent post, a malicious post circulating on social media this morning. It is a deepfake video, so it is a synthetic video. It is not real. It is a video created by artificial intelligence using the image of our Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, and a likeness of his voice. So it is not a perfect clone, but it is proposing that there is money to be made by clicking a link, by interacting with the post. We want the general public to know that that video is malicious. It is not authentic. It has nothing to do with the Prime Minister or the government of Grenada. The link attached to that post has been flagged by several security vendors as malicious. Among them, security vendor Fortinet. So again, if you encounter the post, please do not click on the link. Do not share it. Do not interact with it outside of possibly reporting it to Meta. Now, earlier this year in January, we got a report from a local person that they had lost just around $10,000 through a similar malicious post, only it was not a deepfake video. It was just text, and in it was the image of our Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, and one of the journalists, local journalist, Calistra Faria. So we expect to see more of these things popping up. It is very important when these things show up on your news feed that you reach out to the authorities on whatever it is. If it is an educational opportunity, reach out to the Ministry of Education. If it is something that the government of Grenada is giving out, reach out to the Office of the Prime Minister or the GIS. You reach out to the authorities before you engage with it, and definitely before you send any money. You should never have to send money to get money.
Following the official launch of the OECS Skills and Innovation Project in March, key stakeholders gathered for an engagement session aimed at fostering collaboration and outlining actionable strategies for the successful implementation of the project. The project will see immediate benefits for two schools in Grenada, T.A. Marshall Community College and the New Life organization. According to Elvis Moraine, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, with responsibility for human resource and educational development, the first line of duty is to identify 4 priority areas that align with government's development goals and respond to the needs of the local labor market. GIS had the opportunity of speaking with P.S. Moraine recently at the session.
Oh, the two institutions that will direct benefit from it in Grenada, because we're doing post-secondary school skills, would be NULO and TAMCC. Now, what we are doing, and today we are doing that activity, is to determine the priority areas. So this session today is to determine the priority areas from, so Grenada has to come up with 4 priority areas. So while we have 2 institutions, so what we're looking at now is a collaboration and hearing from, of course, the private sector and other like-minded institutions in Grenada as to what are the major priorities. And also keeping in mind as well the national priorities as dictated by, the government of Grenada. So we are not yet settled on the priorities. Of course, we know what some of the priority areas are from the government point of view. So we are doing that to settle in.
The permanent secretary acknowledged the region's ongoing struggle with unemployment, particularly among youth, and said SKIP aims to respond with targeted job-ready training.
We are particularly concerned about the high rate of work permit being issued, for skilled practitioners. So it's something that we are looking at as a baseline to address some of the concerns that we have. Well, the SKIP would not address all of these issues, but we are hoping to achieve some of the areas. And that's why we look at, from a national point of view, the priorities, as well as areas that we need to train. So what we're looking at is competency-based training. So the skill development, we look at the level of certification that we're given here. So we're getting persons to be workplace ready. So we are confident that while we would not be able to touch all of the areas, but what we are looking is to work here, and other government initiatives can take up to ensure that we move forward. Because as you know, one of the state priority at this time is skills, heavily based on skills. So SKIP would take in some component, but we also have other initiatives under our program and also throughout the whole of government that we can begin to address this. But it's an issue that we need to address.
The ministry is also making deliberate efforts to involve local businesses and entrepreneurs in both the planning and execution of the project.
Well, we have been doing some of that. As you know, the GIDC, for example, would be the innovator side to implement that project. And the grant component, there's a grant component as well to this project that local entrepreneurs and other business-like persons can benefit from. So we are continuing our engagement. More than ever, we recognize the need to have, that level of engagement with the private sector so that we can move forward. We also, from the ministry end, looking at establishing some public-private partnership to deliver some of the training areas that we see now that and we listen to the private sector as well, some of the deficiencies that they recognize. So we're taking that also a measure apart from the data we have from the Ministry of Labor, so we can move forward. So we have to forge a very close relationship with the private sector if we are to deliver, on this. So I'm confident that we can continue to have that relationship improve.
P.S. Moraine also highlighted that monitoring will be another aspect of the project.
There's internal mechanism a part of the project steering committee, not steering, project management committee, to have that component, that personnel equipped so they can do the management as well and do their monitoring as well. And from even a wider context of the ministry, we also, through our planning unit, will do monitoring. So there are a lot of levels of monitoring and evaluation for the project.
As for the ultimate goal, the ministry is optimistic about the long-term impact of SKIP on Grenada's education and workforce development sectors.
My aim is to get them at a level better than where they are at this time, because we know there is a lot to be done there in terms of upskilling them, facility, programming, and so on. So my aim is that they would come out, better under the project, being able to deliver higher quality programs. But not only just them, the project makes provision for even other service providers to benefit from some capacity building as well. So while they may not get direct benefit from the infrastructure and so on and program development, but for capacity, we're going to try to incorporate other like-minded training providers on the island.
The project is a regional collaboration funded by a World Bank US $6 million grant and executed by the OECS Commission. The participating countries of Grenada and St. Lucia have each secured an additional $15 million towards country-specific initiatives. The World Bank-funded project was conceptualized by the OECS Commission through its Education Development Management Unit in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training of St. Lucia, and the Ministry of Education, Grenada. Continuing the news, Grenada is hosting an international workshop at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort. The event is focusing on the finalization of biennial transparency reports and the alignment of nationally determined contributions NDC 3.0, bringing together government officials, climate experts, and representatives from key international organizations. The workshop was organized by Partnership on Transparency in the Paris Agreement, PATPA, Capacity Building Initiative for Transparency Global Support Program, Caribbean Cooperative MRV Hub, Windward Islands Research Institute, WINDRIF, and Greenhouse Gas Management Institute, and supported by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The main objective of this workshop is to provide targeted technical support to country parties with a space to discuss the process of developing the first BTR. Under the Paris Agreement, countries are required to submit detailed data and supporting information every 2 years as a biennial transparency report. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Climate Resilience, Perron Johnson, emphasized the importance of the gathering.
The mere fact that we chose to be here, it certainly sends a strong signal of what we value, and it certainly sends a very strong signal of the commitment that we place. This workshop underscores our collective commitment, not only as a government, but may I also extend by saying, as a region, to the enhanced transparency framework under the Paris Agreement. As small island developing states, we are among the most vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. Yet, through forums like these, we reaffirm our role in maintaining the long-term 1.5 temperature goal of the Paris Agreement.
P.S. Johnson acknowledges that despite the flexibility that SIDS are given, urgency is important.
We acknowledge, however, the urgency and importance of doing so. Timely, but most importantly, accurate reporting not only fulfills our international obligations, but also strengthens our ability to access climate finance and technical assistance, ensuring our national and regional efforts contribute meaningfully to the global stocktake of 2027. This workshop therefore provides a platform for hands-on exercises, peer-to-peer exchanges, and troubleshooting sessions, bringing us closer to finalizing our reports and preparing for the technical expert review processes.
Victoria Zipper, GIZ advisor, was among the first to share insights, emphasizing the importance of strengthening the link between NDC preparation and BTR development for great reporting.
Strengthening the link between NDC preparation and BTR development, coherence in target setting and indicator development is critical and crucial for ensuring more complete and consistent reporting aligned with the transparency requirements, and also to guide future government action and attract more climate finance.
Caribbean Regional Network Coordinator Capacity Building Initiative for Transparency, Brittany Megan Rancharan, also shared remarks.
So I believe that this event marks a significant milestone for our set of annual regional workshops because it is the first time that we're convening as just the Anglophone Caribbean Network. In previous years, we've had annual workshops alongside PATPA and the UNFCCC.
Senior Program Associate of the Caribbean Cooperative MRV Hub, Benice Joseph, gave the devotion of the Hub in supporting reporting requirements and capacity building.
The MRV Hub remains committed to the region and our transparency goals, and we are here to support countries in their reporting requirements, building capacity, and also building capacity in-house.
The workshop will conclude on Friday, April 4th. This is the GIS News. We'll return after the messages.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a step. So the journey of a year begins with but a sec. 1 second is the difference between old and new. The difference between what you have done and what you have to do. 1 second is the difference between who you were and who you are going to be. The difference between a year of expectations and a year of memories. Awaiting you is a year of opportunities and new moves. Just one final second to reflect. And then we must embrace indeed. I reckon 1 second is all we need.
Welcome to the Caribbean, a paradise inhabited by millions. But this paradise is facing a new challenge, the impacts of a changing climate. As these impacts intensify, our tourism sector is feeling the heat.
Of course, with increased temperatures, the tourism practitioners can expect a significant increase in the demand for cooling and hydration services. So for example, persons will be using a lot more AC, they'll be using the refrigerator more, the use of the pools, showers, taking more showers, and of course drinking more water. The tourism operators should advise their guests about the heat that is expected and actually advise them on how best they can use the resources efficiently.
Tourism sector, it is important that the tourism practitioners are able to sensitize their tourists, their clientele, but also their workers to the dangers of heat.
Together we can protect our paradise. Let's embrace sustainable practices, stay informed, and work together to ensure the Caribbean remains a premier travel destination for generations to come. To keep informed and learn more, follow CIMH on X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs has embarked on a campaign to raise awareness on suicide prevention. Suicide is the act of intentionally causing one's own death. This is sometimes attributed to mental disorders, physical disorders, and substance abuse, among other issues. On Tuesday, Kizzy Matthew Clarence, clinical psychologist and head of the psychosocial unit at the Ministry of Social Development, along with clinical counselor within the ministry, Rondell Etienne, engaged with the ministry's public relations officer, Petra Louison, on the issue. Suicide, Kizzy Matthew Clarence says, is a growing mental health concern across the world, accompanied by a number of unattended warning signs where people are literally crying out for help.
When it comes to Grenada, we too have seen the trends, and we just want to encourage that each of us do have a part to play in suicide prevention. As you mentioned, it takes the family, not just the individual, the community and the state, to recognize that there's so much that we can do to prevent suicide and that suicides are preventable. There are few cases where sometimes there may not be, because when it comes to mental health issues, if that person is depressed or suffering from some other mental health disorder, it might be easily masked. However, there are sure telltale signs that we can look for. And one of those signs can be change in sleeping habits, whether that person is sleeping too little or sleeping too much, change in appetite, loss of interest in activities, change in general personality, maybe withdrawing or just being angry, giving away prized possessions, or sending notes, and so many things that we can be observant as family members and community members.
A previous suicide attempt, she says, is also another indicator that one should pay close attention to.
Sometimes, too many times we hear, they did that before. It's like, but nothing was done. No help was sought for that person. So there are signs that we can look out for. And sometimes it's not just the direct saying, I'm going to kill myself, but it can be indirect talk as well. I want to disappear. I wish I wasn't born. And, with social media, they may send text messages, they may send pictures to the individual. So how can we as a community take those threats seriously and find a way to provide assistance?
Clinical counselor within the ministry, Rondell Etienne, in adding to the discourse, says it's important to create a safe space and be non-judgmental when dealing with individuals who are showing suicidal signs.
When family or even friends reach out to you with suicide ideation, don't look at it as a case of, okay, how can you think that? How can you say this? It's more like, okay, try to see where they're coming from. Listen, don't judge them. Let them know that, of course, we have help available. Say much. Listening is very important, right? And don't even lecture them. Don't tell them about, life is sacred and these sort of things. Just hear them out, right? And that's what help them as well, just to get them down.
Officers attached to the Ministry of Social Development's Psychosocial Unit are always willing to help in this regard and can be reached via telephone number 440-2269. Lauren St. Louis, Chief Extension Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, shared an update on Component 4 of its Food Security Enhancement Project, which saw the importation of 466 purebred animals from the United States of America on January 4th at a cost of over $4 million. Ms. St. Louis spoke to the breeding program of sheep, goats, and pigs. She says it is a significant step in the country's food security enhancement project.
The animals are now in 3 locations. They're at Laura, Mirabeau, and St. Patrick's. So the plan for them is to ensure that the breeds that we get, that they are bred with our local breeds, to have more of that lineage. We don't want it to be that when we give a farmer a goat or a sheep or a pig, that they fatten it and then they kill it for Christmas.
Right.
You understand? It needs to be a program, because then if you do that, then that's just the end of it. In that 9-10 months that you have it fattened, that's the end of it. So we will have an agreement with the farmers who would receive them, and so that they would know that you would have to, this is for breeding. Right. You would breed with the locals, because we have some very good local strains, but we have to be, we're going to be getting better.
Right.
So it's a breeding program.
The animals, St. Louis says, are already allocated to farmers. However, the ministry has also retained some to conduct its own breeding program to ensure the continuity of the program.
The animals have been acclimatized because they would have come from the US, and it's a very different system. Right. All of that it's very different. And so even when the farmers get them, they would have to understand that it's a different system.
Okay.
These animals are accustomed being indoors, or sheltered. It's not that you could just go and tie them under a tree and leave them for days. You would have to make sure that even if you have them outside, that they can come back inside, that they're given the proper feed, they're given the proper nutrients, so that they can really realize their full potential. Because you don't want for government to invest all of this money and then the goat is a little straggly goat because you have not fed it properly, you have not treated it properly. So we're really working with our farmers to ensure that they understand what is needed, and we're working to, well, actually some of the animals came in and surprise to us, some of them were pregnant. So we have kids. We already have kids that we, so we're working on them, and we're trying to ensure that these programs are sustainable.
Farmers in the program must have a full understanding of the process in order to realize the overall objective of strengthening Grenada's food security.
Because if you just go doing everything in this kind of ad hoc way, then you end up not being able, 5 years down the line, we want to be able to go outside and see where they are, and look in the supermarkets and see local meat, and see an increase in local meat over imported meat, and see that consistently rising. We don't want after then you have to go and try to look, and then now we have to go and import animals again to start over. We want to be able to build on everything that we started.
The initiative offers direct support to 25 pig farmers who will receive facility upgrades along with 1 breeding boar, and 25 small ruminant farmers, both sheep and goats, will also receive facility upgrades and at least 1 breeding buck or ram. The news will continue after the break.
If there's one thing we know for sure, life is an unpredictable journey, full of twists and turns, but no matter where it takes you, the National Insurance Scheme is here, ready to support you every step of the way. Sickness benefits ensures that you can focus on recovery, not financial stress. Maternity allowance and grant provides essential support to start your beautiful journey of parenthood. The unemployment benefits act as a safety net, giving you peace of mind during challenging times. Employment injuries can be daunting, but NIS provides comprehensive coverage, including injury benefit, medical expenses, disablement, and death benefits. At NIS, your well-being is priority. Now you can face challenges confidently, knowing that support is just a claim away. Contact us today to find out more about the range of benefits, or visit our website at www.nisgrenada.org.
Agriculture plays an important yet underrated role in the economies of Caribbean islands. While not completely self-sustaining, it plays a vital role in enhancing food security. Climate variables such as unpredictable rainfall patterns and excessive heat often cause farmers to face unprecedented challenges.
Where there is the expectation of increased heat, that can affect the development of the crops, of the livestock, as well as for dairy production. We can see a decrease in the dairy production. Heat also plays an effect on human health as well. We would want to ensure that farmers wear protective clothing, make sure that they keep themselves well hydrated, shift the hours, of the exposure outside. That is an option as well that you can look at.
While certain regions may experience prolonged droughts, predictions also raise concerns regarding heavy rainfall, hurricanes, and flooding.
The expected increases in the tropical cyclone activity, those strong winds can have an impact on your crops. That can have an impact on your infrastructure for the farmers, who would have the crops above ground. For those periods of time, maybe you can plant some root crops, that's an option. So there's several things that the farmer can do, to adapt to our ever-changing climate.
Welcome back. As a small island developing state, our engagements and relations must be intentional. Further, they are to result in meaningful impacts for our citizens and country. For the last 20 years, this has defined the relationship between the People's Republic of China and Grenada. This January, we commemorated the renowned diplomatic relations with China. This was marked with a dynamic delegation to the mainland led by Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell, reaffirming the relations of the two nations. The People's Republic of China continues to support the state of Grenada in various sectors. One which they have executed with great vigor is in the field of agriculture. The Chinese agricultural mission has been hailed as a key stakeholder in the advancements of the agricultural sector. At the handover of the recently opened tissue culture lab at Maribo, PS Isaac Bagwan spoke to the nature of strategic partnership and collaboration with the People's Republic of China. He spoke to the continued partnership of the 9th mission.
I'm extremely happy to be here, and in fact today is a wonderful day because of the many things that have been happening in the Ministry of Agriculture. Just under 14 months ago, I was given the task or the responsibility to lead the Ministry of Agriculture, and I'm happy for the progress that we have made thus far. But while I'm happy, I'm also not satisfied, because I think that we can do much more and we could advance much more the issues of agriculture and agricultural production. I would not deliberate on the significance of the tissue culture facility and the other facilities that the Chinese would have built and it's being delivered today. However, I must indicate though that when I got to the ministry, one of the first things I did was to meet with the Chinese embassy, the agricultural mission, and to find out what it is happening with this particular program of aid. Where are we? What are the timelines and how we could deliver on these programs? And in fact, I've been having almost monthly meetings with the team.
Mr. Pen Wengling, Chargé d'Affaires, spoke to the extensive collaborative support in technical cooperation between Grenada Agricultural Mission and the Ministry of Agriculture.
Since the resumption of diplomatic relations in January 2005, China and Grenada have carried out extensive in-depth cooperation in the field of agriculture. So far, the two parties have carried out 8 consecutive periods of agricultural technical cooperation and achieved a series of remarkable results from the initial technical exchanges and the personnel training to the later material assistance and project cooperation, from the construction of modern agriculture demonstration center, the introduction of drip and sprinkler irrigation systems, to the cultivation of high-yield crop varieties adapted to the local environment, from holding technical training courses for farmers to passing on planting and breeding skills, to establishing a quality inspection system for agricultural products. So every step embodies the wisdom and sweat of the two peoples and bears witness to the firm determination of the two peoples for friendly cooperation. The official handover of the ancillary projects of the Phase 8 China-Grenada Agricultural Technical Cooperation Project. These ancillary projects cover many important areas such as tissue culture, laboratory, bamboo weaving studio, and small agriculture machinery stations, etc. As the core base of modern agriculture biotechnology, the tissue culture lab will provide strong technical support for Grenada in plant seedling breeding and variety improvement. Here, advanced tissue culture technology can quickly reproduce high-quality seedlings, not only greatly shorten the growth cycle of crops, but also effectively improve the disease resistance and the yield of crops, and inject new vitality into the sustainable development of Grenada agriculture.
The government of Grenada, in its commitment to the agriculture sector and determination for food security, continues to foster stellar relations with the People's Republic of China. This is the weather forecast for this evening into tomorrow morning. Grenada can expect mostly fair and breezy weather conditions. Winds will blow from east-northeast to east at speeds of 15 to 25 miles per hour with occasional higher gusts. Light showers are possible during the nighttime hours. Sea conditions remain moderate to rough with waves heights ranging from 6 to 9 feet in easterly to northeasterly swells. A marine advisory is in effect. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:02 a.m. That brings us to the end of the GIS News for Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chris Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.